Today marks 4 months since the January 22nd flash floods that devastated neighborhoods throughout southeast San Diego, leaving hundreds in temporary shelters, hotels, or just staying with friends while their homes are being cleaned out and renovated.
CBS 8's Kirsten Holmes has been talking with volunteers who are storm survivors themselves, now tasked with making sure they and their neighbors can go back home. Kirsten joins us live now from 42nd Street in San Diego's Mountain View neighborhood, just one of several communities in San Diego to be hit by those devastating flash floods. Kirsten?
Yeah, San Diego's wettest day in about 175 years brought nearly 4 inches of rain across San Diego County. But I want you to take a look at this house behind me. You can still see the water line and the debris from the flood 4 months after the storm. And if you take a look next door, you can still see damage and debris outside of that neighbor's house, just like the neighbor's house next door and all down this block. But these neighbors are survivors, overcoming every obstacle in their way as they continue to rebuild their lives.
I didn't think it was going to be hard. Sorry.
4 months after the first raindrops fell on January 22nd, Angie Landavazo says it's still difficult saying out loud everything that happened that day.
Within 15 minutes, the water was in my house. The flow, it was like a strong current. It knocked down my gate, the wrought iron gate. Our garage door was bent. We had to come out through a top window from the second floor and come out of there into a kayak, come out through the roof. Used to be a laundry room.
Angie now works as a case manager, helping other flood victims while she and her family continue living out of hotels and rebuilding their home. 4 months later, this is what the inside of the house looks like. But moving in, that's still months away. Angie says neighbors could be heard screaming for help from their rooftops.
Imagine if I'm going through that, imagine all the other people that did have to rescue, people that did have to rescue their neighbors in the water. So it's hard because you still, it's never gonna leave you.
They just offered me the position. They said, you're already doing the job of a disaster case manager.
Anna Ramirez is one of those neighbors turned hero who is now a flood victim case worker who risked it all on January 22nd to help her family and her neighbors escape the rising floodwaters in Shelltown. Anna moved cars to dry ground and saved lives.
There's water inside the house already. My 3-year-old, she was on a chair. She was just standing, looking around. She was scared. When I was on my way for my sister, I seen my neighbor. She was pregnant and she was crying coming out of the back alley. She's like, my mom's stuck inside the house. She doesn't know how to swim. And I told her, I'm gonna get my sister out and I'm gonna come back for your mom, don't worry. She was just frozen, she was paralyzed. She was frozen. She didn't know what to do. I was talking to her. She didn't know what to do. And she's like, how are we gonna get out? How? And I told her, just grab onto the fence and just pull your body.
Today, Anna isn't sure she wants to move back into her home.
This is where they lived. You can still see the water line right here.
After losing everything she owned and all of the memories that she now has from the storm, she'll never forget. Anna and Angie, strangers before the devastating San Diego flash flood, now survivors and helpers, helping their neighbors while healing on their own road to recovery.
It's something that we have to live with the rest of our lives. And people need to understand it's not even over.
This is a live look at the 42nd Street storm channel that victims who live on this block say, had that channel been properly cleaned out, they wouldn't be in the middle of this mess. CBS 8 has been here since we first heard about the storm coming that Monday morning, to the moments those floodwaters started rising, to the mucking out of homes, the rebuilding, and everything in between, as our neighbors who lost everything continue to need our help. Right now, survivors across San Diego say they need muscle power to help put their homes back together, and donations are still needed and will be needed for months to come as the rebuilding takes time. Now, we have some graphics for those of you who want to help out because your neighbors do need help. CBS 8 is partnering with the Salvation Army, and they want you to drop off donations at any one of their thrift stores across San Diego County. And if you still need help, San Diego Voluntary Organizations Active in Disasters is where San Diego County is pointing those impacted by floods. They have volunteers that can help with cleaning out a home, replacing appliances, and a whole lot more. Just go to our website, cbs8.com, and click the help button if you want to give help and if you need it. Reporting for CBS 8, I'm Kirsten Holmes.
Kirsten, it's already been 4 months. It's really hard to believe. You've been out there covering this story for several months now. What stories are you going to be sharing with us coming up a little later?
Yeah, this has really been a team effort coverage to make sure these neighbors are rebuilding and on the road to recovery. Coming up for you later, Brian White spoke with a woman who lost 4 cars to this flood. They actually drifted right down the street. We'll show you that coming up later tonight. Carlo?